Floyd Mayweather has just announced via his Twitter that he will be fighting Saul Canelo Alvarez on September 14th at a catch weight of 152 pounds, and 4 titles will be at stake. And this information is coming from excellent site here, Boxing Scene. It's a site which I use a lot. Right, so I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go read the article yourself. The article will be updated throughout the day. Right, so definitely go and check out boxingscene.com and check for updates. They always update their boxing news very regularly. But yeah, obviously I'm very excited. Mayweather against Canelo, September 14th. It's signed. There's been so much talk about this fight. I know Floyd in the past said he would never fight at a catch weight. Well, he's fighting at a catch weight this time. I don't necessarily have a problem with catch weights. Yes, Floyd's been a bit of a hypocrite by fighting at a catch weight when he criticized, Pacquiao especially in the past for fighting at a catch weight. But at the end of the day, this is the fight. This is one of the fights I wanted to see in boxing. So I'm happy that it's getting done. The only real issue I have with this fight is the fact that there's championship belts on the line. They say there's 4 titles on the line. I'm not sure which 4 titles they are, but the fact that it's at a catch weight, there should not be any light middleweight world titles at stake. Right? It's a similar situation to when Pacquiao fought Margarito. That was a catchweight fight, but somehow they had a title at stake, and that shouldn't have been the case. Right? There's no way you can say that this is for the light middleweight title when it's at a catchweight. It's not being fought at light middleweight. But aside from that little technicality, because at the end of the day, belts don't really mean shit in boxing. This is a great fight. This is a great fight. This is one of the fights in boxing that I wanted to see the most. Floyd Canelo, great style matchup. Really looking forward to this one. Now, this is gonna do a lot for Floyd Mayweather's legacy if he can win this fight and win it in style. This will do a lot for his legacy because he's had a lot of knockers, a lot of naysayers, me included. Right, I've been very critical of Floyd Mayweather over the last few years, in terms of his choice of opponents. But even though he's taken on Alvarez at a catch weight, 152 pounds, it's only 2 pounds under the light middleweight limit, right? So it's not that bad a catch weight. There was talk that he wanted Alvarez to come down to 147. That would have been, kind of ridiculous. But apparently he's not going to do that. He's just going to fight him at a catch weight of 152 pounds. Now, we don't know if there's a rehydration clause in the contract. That's one thing I'm going to be keeping an eye on, and I'll definitely do more videos on this, as more information comes out. I don't know if there's a rehydration clause, because Canelo, in his last fight against Austin Trout, obviously that was at light middleweight, and he rehydrated up to about 170 pounds. Right, that's extremely big. Right, that's like nearly 20 pounds over the light middleweight limit. Right, massive. Now, is there going to be a rehydration clause? Because that's important, because we want to know how strong Canelo's actually going to be against Floyd. Right? If he's only allowed to rehydrate up to, say, 160 or 165, then how strong can he really be? You know what I'm saying? So that could be a crucial thing in this fight, is how much they allow Canelo to rehydrate to. But nonetheless, this is still a good fight for Floyd Mayweather. It's still a good fight for his legacy. And okay, let's not get carried away. It's not exactly Leonard Hagler. It's not like Leonard fighting Hagler, right? Hagler was on another level to Canelo, yeah, historically. Although Canelo still got time to prove that he's, how good exactly he is. But it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a good fight, man. It is definitely a good fight. Canelo's in his prime, or at least getting close to his prime. He's dangerous. He's young. He's bigger than Floyd in terms of natural size and power. So it's a good fight, man. You know what I mean? And Canelo's not just a brawler. He's skillful. He's fast. He's got hand speed and stuff like that. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm very excited about it. It's in the middle of the night here in the UK. It's the very early hours of the morning, actually. And as soon as I got this news, I thought, wow, I got to make a video straight away. I'm super excited about this fight. Can't wait till September comes along so we can see this shit happen. Let me know how you feel about this. Do you think what do you think about the catchweight situation? Do you think there will be a rehydration clause? Do you think the weight could affect the way the fight goes? It's going to be an interesting fight. I've always thought that Floyd has the skills to beat a guy like Canelo, because of Canelo's slow feet, and because he fights in spurts throughout a fight. He's not a consistent. He's not a consistent worker throughout fights, and I thought Floyd might be able to take advantage of that. But at the same time, The accuracy that Canelo has is tremendous. The punching power that he has is tremendous. All right, the physical strength that he has is tremendous, and these are all things that Floyd will not have had to deal with. Um, in terms of Canelo's strengths, he won't have to deal with someone this formidable probably since De La Hoya, or maybe ever. Who knows? We don't know how good Canelo is yet. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. It's a great move by Floyd Mayweather, and if he wins this fight and does it in style, then he definitely goes up in my books. In my estimations, he definitely goes up, and we can then start talking about him seriously in terms of maybe being up there with some of the greatest of all time. Obviously, like I say, the fanboys say Floyd's the greatest ever, but they're fanboys, they're not serious boxing fans. But if he was able to beat Canelo convincingly, even though it's a catchweight, if he was able to do it convincingly, definitely, it helps out his legacy a lot in my book. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to wait and see exactly, the ins and outs and every single detail about this fight, if there's any rehydration clauses and etc, etc. But I'm excited as hell, man. So yeah, drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this. This is Hatman. I'm out.